to this guided meditation for lucid dream induction, a sleep story designed to help you drift into a profound, restorative sleep where your consciousness can awaken gently within the tapestry of your deepest dreams, exploring realms of unparalleled beauty and boundless possibility. As you settle into this moment, allowing your body to find its most comfortable position, perhaps nestled deeply into your bed or reclined in a cherished armchair. Notice the gentle, unwavering support beneath you, holding you completely, securely, without any effort on your part, as if the very surface you rest upon is cradling you with tender care. Feel the soft fabric against your skin, a delicate whisper of comfort, perhaps the cool smoothness of a pillow or the comforting warmth of a blanket, embracing you in this quiet sanctuary, your personal haven of peace and stillness. Now, allow your awareness to drift like a soft feather caught on a warm breeze to the very top of your head, to the crown, the pinnacle of your being. Feel the subtle sensations there, perhaps a gentle tingling, a faint warmth, or simply a deep, profound sense of release, as if a delicate crown of tension, previously unseen, is now dissolving, melting away effortlessly. Picture this tension, if you can, as a wisp of cool, pale mist, gently swirling upwards, and then dissipating into the vast, open space above you, leaving behind only lightness and a profound sense of ease. This serene sensation now begins its slow, unhurried journey, like a warm, golden oil gently flowing downwards, cascading over your forehead, softening any subtle lines of concern, smoothing away the gentle furrows that may have gathered there throughout your day. Feel the skin across your forehead becoming exquisitely smooth, entirely tranquil, completely at peace, as if a soft, healing balm is being delicately applied, soothing every tiny nerve ending. The warmth continues its languid descent, moving over your temples, releasing any lingering pressure from thoughts or decisions, allowing those areas to become completely soft, pliable, and utterly relaxed. Feel the muscles around your eyes begin to yield, loosening their hold, allowing your eyelids to become incredibly heavy, so delightfully heavy that even the faintest thought of lifting them feels like an unnecessary effort, an impossible task, as they gently close, sealing you away from the outside world. This softness spreads into the delicate muscles around your eyes, inviting them to sink back ever so slightly into their comfortable sockets, releasing any strain from looking, from observing, from the countless visual inputs of your day. Breathe into this deepening sensation of release, noticing how your eyes feel utterly at ease, perfectly quiet, entirely restful, as if they are resting in a warm, dark, protective nest. Allow this profound sense of relaxation to flow further downwards, washing over your cheeks, softening the contours of your face, releasing the subtle tension that can accumulate around your nose and mouth. Feel your jaw beginning to loosen its grip, slowly unclenching, perhaps parting your lips ever so slightly, allowing your teeth to separate, creating a sense of spaciousness and profound ease within your mouth. Notice the subtle shift as your tongue softens and settles comfortably within your mouth, no longer pressing against your teeth or palate, just resting, completely still and relaxed. This gentle wave of tranquility continues its descent, enveloping your ears, inviting them to relax deeply, releasing any tension from listening, from processing sounds, allowing them to simply be, to simply receive the gentle, soothing rhythm of this moment. Your entire face now feels incredibly soft, wonderfully pliable, a mask of pure serenity, reflecting the deepening peace within your very core. Now, bring your attention to your neck and throat, those vital pathways that connect your head to your body, often holding so much unconscious tension. Feel this warm, golden current of relaxation flowing down, cascading over your neck, soothing the strong muscles that support your head, inviting them to soften, to lengthen, to completely let go. Notice the feeling of release, as if any subtle stiffness or tightness is melting away, like ice dissolving into warm water, leaving your neck feeling long, supple, and entirely free. This feeling extends to your throat, releasing any unspoken words, any held back expressions, allowing that entire area to feel open, clear, and perfectly at ease. You might even feel a gentle warmth spreading across your skin, a comforting glow of release, as if a quiet, soothing hum resonates deep within, bringing complete serenity to this often stressed area. From your neck, this delightful warmth begins its journey outwards, extending into your shoulders, those broad, powerful structures that often bear the weight of responsibilities, concerns, and unexpressed burdens. Feel your shoulders, with exquisite slowness, beginning to drop, to sink downwards, away from your ears, releasing their held tension, as if invisible weights are being lifted gently, effortlessly, into the air above you. Imagine these weights as shimmering bubbles, drifting upwards, disappearing entirely, leaving your shoulders feeling incredibly light, wonderfully expansive, and entirely free from any pressure. Breathe into this sensation, noticing the profound difference as your shoulders become soft, loose, and entirely at ease. This warmth now flows down into your upper arms, softening the biceps and triceps, inviting them to become heavy, wonderfully heavy, as if sinking deeper into the surface beneath them, surrendering all effort. The gentle current continues, moving into your elbows, softening those joints, and then cascades further down into your forearms, feeling every muscle, every fiber, becoming progressively more relaxed, more pliable, more wonderfully loose. Feel a delicate tingling, a pleasant warmth, as this wave of tranquility reaches your wrists, inviting them to become completely supple, entirely flexible, without any trace of stiffness. And then, this exquisite sensation flows into your hands, those remarkable instruments of interaction with the world. Feel your hands becoming incredibly soft, the palms open and receptive, the fingers gently curling or resting naturally, releasing every tiny muscle, every subtle tension that might be held within their intricate structure. Notice the feeling of warmth spreading through your fingers, right to the very tips, as if each fingertip is now breathing a sigh of relief, completely letting go, becoming utterly calm and wonderfully still. Your entire upper body, from the crown of your head to the tips of your fingers, is now immersed in a profound, peaceful stillness, a wonderful sense of complete and utter release. Now allow your attention to gently return to the very top of your head, observing once more this delicate, subtle feeling of lightness and openness. We will take another slow, soothing pass, deepening this release even further, inviting any lingering whispers of tension to melt away completely, dissolving into the exquisite calm that now envelops you. Feel this renewed wave of tranquility beginning its slow, unhurried descent, moving like a warm, liquid embrace over your scalp, soothing the tiny muscles there, releasing any subtle pressure, allowing your entire head to feel wonderfully light and exquisitely free. This exquisite sensation flows downwards, over your forehead, erasing any last vestiges of thought or preoccupation, leaving your brow entirely smooth, entirely tranquil, and perfectly expansive. Feel the profound softness deepening around your eyes, inviting them to sink even further into their comfortable sockets, as if they are resting on clouds of pure serenity, feeling so wonderfully heavy, so utterly relaxed, that the thought of opening them now feels completely foreign, entirely unnecessary. The delicate muscles around your eyes release even more deeply, surrendering to the quiet darkness, to the internal landscape of peace. This deepening tranquility spreads throughout your entire face, softening your cheeks, allowing your jaw to become even looser, more completely unhinged, as your tongue settles deeper, heavier, within your mouth. Feel the effortless separation of your teeth, the wide, quiet space within your mouth, reflecting the growing expansiveness in your mind. Every tiny nerve ending in your face is now bathed in this golden light of relaxation, feeling entirely soothed, perfectly at ease, and profoundly peaceful. The wave of release now flows with even greater depth into your neck, washing away any last traces of stiffness, any hidden knots of tension, allowing the strong muscles there to lengthen and soften completely, as if your head is now floating effortlessly above your body, supported by nothing but the gentle buoyancy of this deepening calm. Feel your throat opening, becoming clear and spacious, releasing any unexpressed words, any lingering reservations, leaving it feeling entirely free, entirely at peace. As this gentle current reaches your shoulders, notice them sinking even further, cascading downwards, releasing their hold, becoming so profoundly heavy, yet paradoxically, so wonderfully light, as if they are simply dissolving into the air around you, no longer holding any weight or responsibility. This feeling of exquisite lightness and profound ease now flows down your upper arms, into your elbows, and through your forearms, becoming heavier, softer, more completely yielded with every passing moment, as if they are simply melting into the supporting surface beneath you. And then, this exquisite, deepening warmth arrives at your hands, embracing them fully, washing through every delicate bone, every intricate muscle, every tiny nerve, releasing them completely. Feel your palms softening, becoming even more open, more receptive, more utterly at ease, as your fingers release their subtle grip, unfurling like delicate petals, becoming entirely still, entirely peaceful. This profound release now cascades right to the very tips of your fingers, bringing an exquisite tingling sensation, a delightful warmth, a deep, pervasive calm that settles into every cell, every fiber of your hands. Your entire upper body, from the crown of your head to the tips of your fingers, is now profoundly relaxed, deeply at ease, wonderfully heavy and utterly still, immersed in a silent symphony of peace. Now, with this beautiful foundation of calm established in your upper body, allow your awareness to gently, effortlessly drift to the center of your chest, to the natural, effortless rhythm of your own breathing. Do not attempt to change anything. Do not try to control or manipulate your breath in any way. Simply become a gentle observer, noticing the soft, subtle rise and fall of your chest and abdomen with each complete, natural breath. Feel the gentle current of air entering your nostrils, perhaps a delicate coolness. And then, as you exhale, notice the subtle warmth as it leaves your body, a quiet, peaceful exchange. This breath is a perfect reflection of your own innate wisdom, always present, always flowing, always sustaining you without any conscious effort on your part. Allow your breath to simply breathe itself, effortlessly, rhythmically, guiding you deeper and deeper into this profound state of relaxation. With each exhale, imagine any remaining tension, any lingering thoughts, any subtle concerns simply dissolving into the air, gracefully departing from your body and mind, leaving you feeling lighter, freer, more expansive. With each inhale, imagine drawing in pure, calming energy, a golden light of peace, filling every cell of your being, nourishing your body and soothing your mind. This effortless rhythm of your breath is your anchor, your guide, gently carrying you further into depths of tranquility. Now, let this golden current of relaxation, this profound sense of peace, begin its journey downwards from your chest, flowing into your upper back, soothing the large muscles that run alongside your spine, releasing any stiffness, any tightness, allowing your entire back to feel wonderfully supported and perfectly at ease. Feel it softening, broadening, sinking deeper into the surface beneath you, completely supported, completely relaxed. This wave of tranquility continues its descent into your mid-back, releasing any subtle tension that might be held there, and then flows into your lower back, that vital area that often carries so much daily strain. Feel your lower back becoming wonderfully soft, pliable, and utterly released, as if it is gently melting, finding its perfect alignment, perfectly comfortable, perfectly supported. From your lower back, this delicious warmth spreads outward into your hips, releasing any deeply held tension, allowing those powerful joints to become completely supple, entirely flexible, beautifully at ease. Feel your hips softening, opening, sinking deeper and deeper, surrendering to the gravitational pull, completely supported by the earth beneath you. The warm, golden current then begins its journey down your thighs, flowing through the powerful muscles of your quadriceps and hamstrings, inviting them to relax completely, to become heavy, wonderfully heavy, as if they are simply melting into the surface you rest upon. Feel the profound sense of release, as if every fiber, every cell in your thighs is letting go, surrendering all effort, becoming perfectly still and profoundly peaceful. This sensation continues into your knees, softening the joints, allowing them to feel open and free without any strain or restriction. And then it flows down your calves, soothing the muscles there, inviting them to become incredibly soft, wonderfully loose, completely at ease. Feel the gentle warmth spreading through your calves, a deep, pervasive calm. Finally, this profound wave of relaxation reaches your ankles, releasing any stiffness, any tightness, allowing them to become entirely supple, wonderfully flexible. And then it flows into your feet, those amazing foundations that carry you through life. Feel your feet becoming incredibly soft, the arches releasing, the soles softening, the toes gently unfurling, releasing any subtle grip or tension. Feel a delicate warmth spreading through your feet, right to the very tips of your toes, as if each toe is now sighing with relief, completely letting go, becoming utterly calm and wonderfully still. Your entire body, from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes, is now immersed in a profound, peaceful stillness, a wonderful sense of complete and utter release, wonderfully heavy, yet paradoxically, exquisitely light, floating in this ocean of calm. We will now take one more slow, comprehensive pass, deepening this exquisite state of relaxation even further, allowing every cell, every fiber of your being to surrender completely to the profound peace that now envelops you. Bring your awareness once more to the very crown of your head, noticing the exquisite lightness that now resides there, a sense of profound openness and freedom. This sensation, like a soft, iridescent mist, begins its gentle descent, cascading over your entire scalp, soothing every tiny nerve, releasing any last, subtle traces of tension, leaving your head feeling utterly weightless, wonderfully expansive. It flows over your forehead, washing away the faintest whisper of thought, leaving your brow impeccably smooth, luminous with tranquility, a vast, calm expanse. Feel the profound depth of relaxation around your eyes as they sink even further into their cushioned sanctuary, so incredibly heavy, so delightfully at ease, that they feel as if they are resting upon soft, warm clouds, completely surrendered to the inner darkness, to the quiet stillness. This deep peace permeates your cheeks, your nose, your mouth, allowing your jaw to drop even more completely, releasing its hold entirely, creating a vast, quiet space within your mouth where your tongue rests, utterly soft, utterly still, at the very base of your being. Every muscle, every fiber, every cell of your face is now suffused with this golden light of calm, feeling exquisitely pliable, wonderfully soft, and completely, utterly at peace. This deepening wave of serenity flows into your neck, transforming any lingering stiffness into absolute fluidity, absolute ease, as if your head is now suspended effortlessly, supported by nothing but the gentle, buoyant current of your own profound relaxation. Your throat opens even further, becoming clear, resonant, and entirely free, releasing any lingering whispers of concern, any forgotten stresses. As this exquisite current reaches your shoulders, feel them dissolving, melting away, becoming so incredibly light, so wonderfully unburdened that they seem to simply float, untethered in the vast, open space around you. All responsibility, all tension, all concern has effortlessly lifted, leaving your shoulders feeling wonderfully free, wonderfully expansive, and profoundly at ease. This profound release now cascades down your upper arms, into your elbows, and through your forearms, becoming even heavier, even softer, even more completely yielded with every passing moment, as if they are becoming one with the supporting surface beneath you, a liquid extension of your profound peace. And then, this exquisite, deepening warmth washes over your hands, embracing them entirely, permeating every delicate bone, every intricate muscle, every tiny nerve, releasing them completely, absolutely. Feel your palms softening, becoming even more open, more receptive, more utterly at ease, as your fingers release their subtle grip, unfurling like delicate petals caught on a gentle current, becoming entirely still, entirely peaceful. This profound release now cascades right to the very tips of your fingers, bringing an exquisite tingling sensation, a delightful warmth, a deep, pervasive calm that settles into every cell, every fiber of your hands, a silent promise of complete tranquility. Allow your attention to drift once more to the gentle, unforced rhythm of your natural breath, observing its effortless flow, its perfect cadence, without any need for conscious intervention. Just notice the subtle rise and fall, the delicate inhale, the soft exhale, each breath a gentle wave carrying you deeper into this ocean of calm. With each exhale, imagine yourself sinking just a little deeper into the exquisite comfort of this moment, into the soft embrace of absolute relaxation. And now, let this profound sense of peace expand from your chest, flowing into your entire back, those vast, supporting muscles alongside your spine, allowing them to release any and all remaining tension, to broaden, to soften, to feel utterly supported, entirely at ease. Feel your back sinking deeper, 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 becoming one with the supporting surface, surrendering all effort. This deepening tranquility continues its unhurried descent into your hips, releasing any deeply held tension, allowing those powerful joints to become even more supple, even more flexible, beautifully at ease, completely open. Feel your hips softening, opening, sinking deeper and deeper, surrendering to the gravitational pull, becoming perfectly comfortable, perfectly supported. The warm, golden current then begins its journey down your thighs, flowing through the powerful muscles of your quadriceps and hamstrings, inviting them to relax completely, to become utterly heavy, wonderfully heavy, as if they are simply melting, dissolving into the surface you rest upon. Feel the profound sense of release, as if every fiber, every cell in your thighs is letting go, surrendering all effort, becoming perfectly still and profoundly peaceful. Finally, this profound wave of relaxation reaches your ankles, releasing any last vestiges of stiffness, any final whispers of tension, allowing them to become entirely supple, wonderfully flexible, completely at ease. And then it flows into your feet, those amazing foundations that have carried you through your day. Feel your feet becoming incredibly soft, the arches releasing, the soles softening, the toes gently unfurling, releasing any subtle grip or tension. Feel a delicate warmth spreading through your feet, right to the very tips of your toes, as if each toe is now breathing a profound sigh of relief, completely letting go, becoming utterly calm and wonderfully still. Your entire body, from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes, is now completely, absolutely, and exquisitely relaxed, wonderfully heavy, yet paradoxically, exquisitely light, floating in this boundless ocean of calm. You are now profoundly relaxed, drifting beautifully, effortlessly, in this quiet, peaceful space you have created for yourself. Imagine now a gentle spiral staircase beginning to form directly before you, crafted from the most lustrous, smooth, and warm rose quartz, each step glowing with a soft, ethereal pink light that emanates from within the crystal itself. This staircase spirals gently, gracefully downwards, inviting you to embark on a serene descent, leading you to a place of even deeper tranquility, a sanctuary of pure imagination. As you contemplate the first step, notice the exquisite smoothness of the crystal beneath your imagined foot, the subtle warmth radiating from its surface, a comforting energy that flows gently upwards, soothing your entire being. There is no urgency here, only a languid, unhurried descent. You begin to take the first step, allowing your foot to gently press against the luminous rose quartz. Feel the delicate weight shift, the subtle sensation of your body lowering itself ever so slightly with profound grace. Your vision drinks in the soft, rosy glow, observing how the light softly reflects off the polished surface, creating a dreamlike shimmer that dances playfully with your perception. There are no harsh shadows here, only a gentle blending of light and deeper, velvety tones, inviting your eyes to rest in their serene embrace. As your foot fully connects with the step, you notice an almost imperceptible hum, a soft, crystalline resonance, a silent melody that vibrates gently through the sole of your foot and up into your body, a sound that feels like comfort itself. This soft resonance echoes the profound peace within you, a gentle affirmation of your deepening state. You might internally acknowledge, this feels so peaceful, so completely safe, allowing that thought to deepen the sense of surrender. Now, with exquisite slowness, you begin to take the second step, allowing your other foot to lift, a movement so gentle, so effortless, it feels as if the air itself is guiding it. Feel the subtle, expansive stretch of your leg muscles, soft and yielding, as your foot arcs gracefully downwards. The glow from the rose quartz seems to intensify, bathing you in its tender, comforting light, illuminating the intricate, swirling patterns just beneath the surface of the crystal. Patterns that seem to shift and evolve with each languid breath you take, inviting your gaze to linger, to appreciate the profound, inherent beauty of this dreamlike construction. As your second foot comes to rest, you feel the same exquisite warmth, the same delicate, crystalline hum, enveloping you in its peaceful embrace, a symphony of touch and subtle sound. You sense an internal release, perhaps a gentle sigh of mental relief, as if another layer of the day's concerns is simply melting away, leaving you feeling lighter, more unbound. You may think, I am truly letting go, sinking into perfect peace. You continue your descent, one slow, deliberate step after another, each step carrying you deeper, allowing your entire being to relax even more profoundly. With each successive step you take, the light around you deepens in hue, becoming a richer, more vibrant rose, yet still exquisitely soft, completely gentle. You notice now that the air itself, as you descend, feels subtly warmer, exquisitely gentle against your skin, a comforting caress that invites you to release any lingering vestiges of effort, any final traces of tension. The faint, sweet scent of blossoming moon petals, a fragrance found only in the most sacred of dream gardens, begins to drift upwards, carried on this warm, buoyant air, a delicate aroma that speaks of ancient secrets and profound, quiet beauty. Each step on the rose quartz staircase feels perfectly smooth, perfectly supportive, a subtle vibrational frequency accompanying each gentle landing, a soft, resonant echo that harmonizes with your own beating heart, guiding you into deeper and deeper states of sublime tranquility. As you consciously make the choice to place your next foot, observe the subtle intention forming within your mind, a quiet knowing that you are moving deeper into this serene space. Feel the delicate shift in your body's balance, the effortless poise maintained as one foot lifts, then gracefully descends. Watch as the glowing crystalline steps stretch out before you, an endless, inviting spiral, each one a promise of deeper rest, deeper peace. The light around you now holds a deeper, more iridescent quality, shimmering with faint golden flecks, as if stardust has been woven into the very fabric of the air, enhancing the ethereal beauty of your surroundings. And as your foot meets the cool, smooth surface of the next rose quartz step, the gentle hum intensifies just a touch, a rich, resonant chord that vibrates softly through your very bones, a deeply comforting sound that whispers of safety and profound inner calm. You might internally acknowledge this beautiful unfolding, perhaps a silent affirmation. I am perfectly safe, perfectly at peace, sinking effortlessly deeper. You continue to descend, gracefully, serenely, one step after another, each step unfolding like a slow-motion dream sequence, profoundly detailed, exquisitely peaceful. The air around you now feels like a luxurious silk veil, warm and infinitely soft against your skin, a gentle caress that invites your entire being to surrender completely. The moon petal fragrance intensifies, becoming a rich, comforting perfume that seems to infuse every breath you take, carrying you deeper into a state of profound peace, nourishing your senses with its exquisite, ethereal sweetness. As you look down at your hands, perhaps resting gently by your sides, or lightly touching the smooth, inner wall of the spiral staircase, you notice a subtle, shimmering quality to their contours. The lines and details of your palms seem to shift and shimmer, elongating and then subtly reforming. A beautiful, impossible dance of light and shadow. A gentle reminder that you are now entering a space where the rules of waking reality are fluid, wonderfully malleable. This is a gentle reality check, an invitation to notice the magic. You might even find yourself smiling softly, an internal smile of wonder, recognizing this beautiful, flowing transition. With each downward spiral, the feeling of weightlessness gently increases, a beautiful, buoyant sensation, as if you are not walking down steps, but rather floating gently, effortlessly downwards, supported by an unseen current of profound peace. The rose quartz steps beneath your feet now feel almost like cushions, infinitely soft, yet perfectly supportive, absorbing any subtle impact, rendering your descent utterly seamless, entirely fluid. As you glance forward, you notice patches of soft, glowing mist, like benevolent clouds, beginning to swirl gently further down the staircase. Their colors a soft blend of lilac and silver, hinting at the profound depths yet to be explored. This mist is not daunting. It is merely an invitation, a soft curtain veiling the next layer of tranquility. You know deep within your being that you are being guided gently, effortlessly, into the heart of your own magnificent dreamscape. The luminescence emanating from the rose quartz steps now deepens to an exquisite, almost living blush, a color so rich and comforting that it seems to whisper ancient secrets of love and profound acceptance. Each individual crystal of the quartz appears to pulse with a slow, rhythmic light, mirroring the tranquil beating of your own heart, creating a harmonious resonance that permeates your entire being. The air, exquisitely warm, carries the intensified scent of the moon petals, a fragrant embrace that settles deeply within your chest, expanding with each gentle breath you take, filling you with a sense of wonder and unparalleled serenity. As your next foot descends, slowly, deliberately, towards the glowing crystal step, your intention is clear: to simply continue this journey of peaceful surrender. Feel the delicate shift of muscles in your leg, an effortless lengthening, a graceful arc of movement, entirely unhurried, perfectly fluid. Visually, the scene unfolds like a living painting, the spiraling staircase extending into a gentle, soft-focused distance, the edges of the rose quartz steps catching the light in 1,000 tiny, shimmering facets, each one sparkling with an inner fire that is both vibrant and deeply calming. And as your foot makes contact, the sound is not a step, but a whisper, a soft, sustained resonance that hums through your entire body, a vibration of pure peace that reverberates through every cell, every fiber, confirming your profound depth of relaxation. Internally, you acknowledge this sensation is exquisite, a perfect harmony, a total release. You continue your serene journey, allowing yourself to be cradled by this descending spiral of light and sound. The feeling of gravity here is different, a soft, encouraging pull rather than a heavy burden, allowing your descent to feel more like a gentle, buoyant glide than a strenuous walk. You might observe your hands again, noticing how the impossible geometry of your fingers seems to subtly shift. The skin patterns briefly forming intricate, tiny mandalas before softly blurring back into familiar form. This subtle dance of perception is another gentle reminder that you are now moving into a space where your awareness shapes reality, where everything is possible, everything is fluid. You simply watch without judgment, with a sense of playful wonder, allowing these perceptions to deepen your immersion. The soft, glowing mist, previously seen at a distance, now begins to gently coalesce around you, not as an obstruction, but as a veil of gentle colors, a translucent tapestry of lilac, silver, and the softest blush of rose. It swirls with an ethereal grace, neither thick nor cold, but rather a warm, shimmering embrace, inviting you to simply breathe into its presence. This mist is a mirror of life's gentle distractions, those fleeting thoughts or doubts that sometimes drift through your waking mind. Here, in this dream space, you need not struggle against it, nor force your way through. Instead, you simply focus on an inner truth, a deep intention, a quiet knowing of your own clarity and purpose. As you hold this inner truth, this serene intention, observe with soft wonder how the mist responds. It does not dissipate violently, but rather with an elegant, almost sentient grace. It begins to part around you, forming clear, luminous pathways, allowing you to drift effortlessly through its shimmering embrace, revealing the continued spiral of rose quartz steps, inviting you deeper still. You might think, my inner clarity guides me always. As the mist gently opens before you, revealing the luminous path, the air takes on a faintly metallic, yet profoundly comforting scent, reminiscent of fresh rainfall on ancient stones, mingled with the persistent, sweet moon petals. This new aroma speaks of deep, subterranean realms, of forgotten memories waiting to be rediscovered. The temperature remains exquisitely perfect, a warm, ambient caress against your skin, deepening the sense of profound comfort and safety. You glide rather than step, feeling the faint, gentle current of air guiding you, almost lifting you, ensuring your descent is entirely effortless, a pure act of surrender and trust. And then, as you drift gently downwards, beyond the last wisps of the shimmering mist, the rose quartz staircase gracefully merges into a wide, open platform, exquisitely carved from the same luminous crystal. Before you, a magnificent vista unfolds, a vast, open expanse of crystalline ocean, stretching out into an infinite, starlit distance. This is not water as you know it, but a liquid crystal, profoundly clear, incredibly soft, shimmering with an inner light that pulses with forgotten myths. Above you, the surface of this crystalline ocean reflects a myriad of distant stars, each one a tiny, dancing jewel, creating a breathtaking tapestry of celestial light that mirrors the profound depths below. You feel a gentle, conscious buoyancy now, supporting your entire being, allowing you to float effortlessly just above the surface of this magnificent crystalline sea. As you gaze out upon this spectacular expanse, your eyes drink in the incredible visual feast. The crystalline ocean itself seems to breathe, its surface gently rising and falling with an immense, slow rhythm, causing the reflected starlight to undulate and shimmer, creating mesmerizing patterns of light that dance across your field of vision. Below the surface, through the impossibly clear liquid, you can discern ancient, massive geode formations, like colossal, sleeping giants, rising from the profound depths. Their surfaces are a riot of impossible geometric growth patterns, fractal structures that expand and contract slightly with each slow, rhythmic breath of the crystal ocean, revealing, for just a fleeting moment, tiny, intricate symbols or glowing glyphs etched onto their surfaces before melting away and reforming with the next gentle pulse. This is your reality check here, a visual confirmation that you are truly awake within this dream. You might gently bring your awareness to the fleeting symbols, wondering, what do these patterns mean? How wonderfully impossible they are. A soft, resonant sound, like the distant, harmonious chiming of colossal crystal bells, seems to emanate from the very depths of the geode reefs. A deeply soothing, almost mystical sound that permeates the crystalline ocean, vibrating through the liquid itself and up into your own suspended form. This sound is not loud, but omnipresent, a gentle, guiding hum that resonates with the core of your being, inviting you to explore, to discover, to simply be in this magnificent space. The air here, within this open chamber, carries a fresh, clean scent, like pure elemental starlight, mingled with the faintest whisper of deep ocean minerals, an aroma that feels both ancient and utterly new, invigorating and profoundly peaceful. You feel the conscious buoyancy holding you perfectly, exquisitely balanced, just above the liquid crystal surface. There is no effort involved, no straining of muscles. It is simply a knowing, an intention that allows you to float with such profound ease. If you were to release your intention, even for a moment, you know you would drift with the gentle currents of this crystalline ocean, carried wherever they chose to take you, like a feather on a soft breeze. But with your focused awareness, your gentle intention, you can remain perfectly still, perfectly balanced, or even begin to move with an elegant, buoyant grace. As you simply observe your surroundings, a sense of profound wonder fills your being, a quiet joy at the infinite creativity of your own dreaming mind. You might affirm, "This is my dream, my creation, my endless world of beauty." As you gently turn your attention to the nearest massive geode formation, rising majestically from the crystalline depths. You observe its truly impossible geometric growth patterns with a sense of quiet fascination. The fractal structures of the coral, unlike anything found in your waking world, expand and contract with a slow, deliberate rhythm, perfectly synchronized with the breath of the crystal ocean. With each outward expansion, new segments of crystalline material seem to bloom into existence, only to subtly recede and shift as the structure contracts, revealing beneath its surface, for the briefest of moments, intricate, glowing symbols or ancient glyphs. These symbols flicker and dance, appearing and then softly melting back into the living crystal, never quite holding still long enough for full comprehension, yet always inviting your gaze to linger, to contemplate their fleeting mystery. You notice that the colors within these geode corals are breathtaking, a kaleidoscope of luminous aquamarines, deep violets, and shimmering emeralds, each hue radiating with a soft inner light that pulses in harmony with the gentle breath of the crystal ocean. You decide, with a gentle intention, to move closer to this magnificent geode. The thought forms clearly in your mind, not as a command, but as a gentle desire to explore. Immediately, you feel a subtle shift in your conscious buoyancy, a soft, forward impetus, as if an invisible, benevolent hand is gently guiding you. You begin to glide, effortlessly, gracefully, over the surface of the crystalline ocean, your body moving with a liquid fluidity that feels profoundly natural, entirely unburdened. The starlight above continues to shimmer, reflecting off the gently undulating surface of the liquid crystal, creating a dazzling array of moving light patterns that dance across the geode's surface as you approach, illuminating its impossible geometry with a celestial glow. The soft, bell-like chimes from the depths seem to grow subtly clearer, a richer, more complex symphony of resonant tones, drawing you deeper into the heart of this mythical realm. As you draw nearer, you extend your hand with a gentle, curious intention towards the surface of the closest geode coral. Your mind prepares for the sensation, imagining the texture, the feel of this ancient, living crystal. Slowly, deliberately, your fingertips approach the shimmering surface, a delicate dance between your will and the dream's intricate reality. As your fingers make the first, soft contact with the rough, ancient texture of the geode coral, you hear it. Not just feel it, but hear it. A symphony of brittle snaps and soft crackles echoes not in the air, but directly within your awareness, as if the crystal itself is whispering its ancient history through a chorus of delicate, resonant sounds. It's an auditory texture, a unique sensory input that fills your being with wonder. texture under your fingertips feels both incredibly hard and strangely yielding, as if billions of tiny, rough facets are meeting your skin, each one a minuscule point of contact, each one producing its own faint, delicate sound. The surface is cool, yet imbued with a subtle inner warmth, a living energy that transfers directly to your touch. You trace the intricate fractal patterns with your fingertips, following the lines that bloom and recede with the ocean's slow breath. Each subtle movement of your hand against the coral triggers a fresh cascade of those brittle snaps and soft crackles, creating a rich, multi-layered soundscape that seems to emanate from the very material of the geode. You observe how the glowing symbols beneath the surface seem to respond to your touch, flaring just a fraction brighter, their ephemeral forms shifting with a renewed urgency before once again melting back into the crystal, a silent acknowledgement of your presence. Internally, a sense of profound connection arises, a quiet understanding that this world is not just to be observed, but to be interacted with, to be felt and heard in ways that transcend your waking senses. You might think, this place is alive, profoundly communicative, speaking to me in its own beautiful language. As you continue to glide gracefully around the vast circumference of the geode, still exploring its exterior, you notice a subtle shift in the clarity of the crystalline ocean ahead. Patches of swirling, bioluminescent mist with an ethereal glow of greens and blues begin to gather in the distance, partially obscuring the true paths forward, veiling other magnificent geode formations from your direct sight. This mist is not dense or heavy. It is light, almost playful, yet it undeniably represents those waking life distractions and doubts that can sometimes cloud our inner vision. You know, with a deep inner certainty, that to pass through, you must not struggle or force your way, but calmly focus on an inner truth, a clear intention, allowing the mist to gently part and dissipate around you as a mirror of your own inner clarity. You gently pause your graceful gliding, coming to a serene halt just before the edge of this luminous, swirling mist. Your body remains perfectly balanced, exquisitely buoyant, sustained by your calm intention. You take a slow, gentle, effortless breath, noticing the air around you, still carrying the faint metallic scent and the sweet essence of moon petals, a comforting blend that grounds you in this extraordinary moment. As you gaze into the swirling, bioluminescent mist, observing its intricate dance of light and shadow, you consciously choose an inner truth to focus upon. Perhaps it is the truth of your own infinite potential, or the unwavering clarity of your purpose in this dream, or simply the profound sense of peace you now embody. You hold this intention gently, not with forceful effort, but with a quiet, unwavering certainty, like a still point in the center of a gently swirling current. As your focus sharpens, not on the mist itself, but on the unwavering truth within you, you observe, with soft wonder, the immediate response of the dreamscape. The swirling green and blue bioluminescent mist, which had seemed to gently obscure your path, now begins to respond to your inner clarity. With exquisite slowness, it starts to thin, to unravel its luminous threads, parting softly around you, as if bowing to your serene intention. You feel a delicate coolness as the mist brushes against your skin, a fleeting caress that quickly dissipates, leaving behind an even clearer, more luminous path forward. It feels as if the dream itself is acknowledging your mastery, responding to your inner state with perfect harmony. The previous feeling of a slight obstruction has completely vanished, replaced by an open, inviting expanse. As the mist gently clears, revealing the path ahead, you notice, directly before you, a narrow, shimmering passageway opening into the side of the grand geode, previously hidden by the luminous veil. This entrance beckons with an intriguing, subtle glow, inviting you to venture deeper. You glide effortlessly forward, drawn by a gentle curiosity, feeling the conscious buoyancy guiding you with perfect precision. The crystalline ocean now whispers with a different kind of sound, a softer, more resonant hum, as if the water itself is singing a low, ancient melody. The light here shifts, becoming softer, more diffused, filtered through the crystalline walls of the passageway, casting iridescent patterns of violet and gold onto the path ahead. As you enter the shimmering passageway, the walls around you are composed of intricately faceted crystals, each one catching and refracting the ambient light, creating a dazzling display of ephemeral rainbows that dance and flicker with your every gentle movement. The air within the passageway feels subtly different, perhaps a touch more concentrated with the scent of ancient minerals, a richer, more earthy aroma mingling with the lingering sweetness of the moon petals. The conscious buoyancy here is even more pronounced, guiding you through the passage with a delicate, almost reverent ease, as if the path itself is anticipating your every gentle intention. You feel completely safe, entirely supported, moving deeper into this sacred, crystalline realm. You might think, this pathway feels ancient, filled with quiet wisdom. As you glide deeper into the shimmering passageway, the crystalline walls begin to reveal even more intricate details. Tiny, thread-like veins of pure, luminous gold are embedded within the amethyst-hued crystal, pulsing with a slow, gentle light that seems to mirror the soft beat of your own heart. These golden veins trace incredibly complex, spiraling glyphs across the surfaces, symbols that seem to subtly shift and reconfigure as you pass by, hinting at deep, forgotten meanings, just beyond the grasp of immediate understanding, yet profoundly felt. The ambient sound here is a deeper, more continuous hum, a vibration that seems to emanate from the very crystal structure of the passage itself, a comforting, resonant chord that speaks of profound stability and ancient energy. You feel a gentle current of liquid crystal brushing against your skin as you move, a sensation so delicate, so ethereal. It feels like an exquisite caress, neither wet nor cold, but purely energetic and profoundly soothing. The light now deepens to a rich, velvety indigo, a color that calms the mind and invites deep introspection, yet remains brilliantly clear, illuminating every detail with stunning precision. You might glance at your hands again, noticing how the golden veins on the crystal walls seem to briefly reflect onto your skin, creating ephemeral patterns of light that ripple and dance across your fingers, a playful illusion that delights your senses and confirms the dreamlike malleability of this world. This visual confirmation is another gentle reality check, reminding you that you are now the architect of your own experience. You might acknowledge, "My hands reflect the magic. My being is one with this dream." Suddenly, as the passageway widens slightly, you observe, resting upon a delicately formed pedestal of glowing crystalline rock, a slender, elegant object. It is the resonance rod. Its form is exquisite, a crystal staff of impossible clarity, etched with spiraling glyphs that seem to mirror those you observed within the passageway walls. Yet these glyphs on the rod possess an even more intense, living glow, pulsing with a vibrant, inner light of pure, cerulean blue. The rod itself seems to hum with a subtle, palpable energy, a silent song of ancient power, drawing your gaze, inviting your gentle touch. Its slender form tapers elegantly at both ends, and the light it emits seems to cast dancing shadows that appear to flow around its shape, as if the shadows themselves are fluid and alive. With a gentle intention, you extend your hand towards the resonance rod, your fingers slowly, deliberately approaching its luminous surface. You anticipate the texture, the feeling of this mystical object, allowing your mind to prepare for the unique sensory input it might offer. The air around the rod shimmers with an almost visible vibrational quality, a faint, sweet ozone scent, like the breath of ancient lightning, mingling with the pervasive moon petal fragrance. As your fingertips make the first, soft contact with the crystal staff, you feel an immediate, profound warmth emanating from its surface. Not a harsh heat, but a comforting, living warmth permeates your skin and flows gently into your arm. The crystal surface is incredibly smooth, yet with a subtle, almost imperceptible internal vibration, a soft, resonant hum that travels directly from the rod, through your fingers, up your arm, and into your chest, harmonizing with the quiet rhythm of your own heart. This feeling is utterly unique, deeply comforting, and profoundly empowering. You gently wrap your fingers around the resonance rod, feeling its perfect balance, its exquisite lightness, as if it is designed to become an extension of your own will. The pulsing cerulean glow intensifies slightly within your grasp, a subtle acknowledgement of your connection. You observe the spiraling glyphs etched onto its surface, noticing how they seem to subtly expand and contract, mirroring the delicate breath of the crystal ocean, their inner light dancing and shifting with each subtle movement of your hand. You feel an innate connection, a quiet understanding that this rod is a key, a conduit to deeper layers of this dream reality. You hold it with a sense of reverence, yet also with a growing sense of playful power, knowing that within this dream, anything is possible. With the resonance rod now gently held in your hand, you sense a quiet instruction, a knowing within your dream self that tapping it gently against a crystal surface will amplify the innate vibrational frequency of that surface, causing hidden chambers to reveal themselves, or activating dormant crystalline technology that reveals fragments of collective dream memory in the form of visual data streams, its intensity governed by the clarity and strength of your focused will. You glance around the passageway, your eyes now drawn to a particular section of the wall, slightly darker, less luminous than the surrounding facets, as if waiting to be activated. This area, you intuitively sense, holds a secret, a mystery waiting to be unveiled. The faint gold veins within this specific section of crystal seem to pulse with a slightly more insistent rhythm, an almost magnetic pull that subtly guides your gaze. With a gentle intention, you decide to approach this section of the wall. Your body responds effortlessly, gliding you forward with conscious buoyancy. The resonance rod held lightly, securely in your hand, its soft, cerulean glow illuminating the path. As you draw near, you focus your gaze on the slightly darker crystal wall, allowing your intention to be one of gentle curiosity, a desire to reveal, to understand. You lift the resonance rod, feeling its perfect balance, its exquisite lightness, an extension of your own focused will. With a deliberate, yet incredibly gentle movement, you bring the tip of the rod towards the crystal wall, preparing for the subtle contact. The air around the rod seems to hum with an increased intensity, a soft, high-pitched resonance that tickles your ears and resonates deep within your chest, a silent prelude to discovery. As the tip of the resonance rod makes soft, deliberate contact with the slightly darker crystal wall, you feel an immediate, profound vibration ripple from the rod through your hand and into the solid crystal. It is not a harsh impact, but a delicate, precise connection. A deep, resonant hum, far grander than any previous sound, now emanates from the wall itself, vibrating through the liquid crystal ocean and reverberating through your very bones, a symphony of deep, ancient energy. Visually, the crystal wall begins to glow, not with the ambient light of the passageway, but with an intense inner luminescence, a brilliant sapphire blue that pulses outward in concentric waves. The previously subtle glyphs embedded within this section of crystal now flare to life, expanding rapidly, forming intricate geometric patterns that seem to flow and reorganize themselves with incredible speed, almost like a rapid-fire sequence of evolving constellations. Then, with exquisite slowness, the very fabric of the crystal wall begins to soften, to ripple, to dissolve inwards, not collapsing, but parting like a curtain of liquid light. A hidden chamber, previously entirely concealed, now begins to reveal itself, bathed in a soft, ethereal light that spills outward into the passageway, inviting your gaze, drawing you deeper into its secrets. The opening is perfectly seamless, framed by swirling energies of light, a breathtaking display of crystalline alchemy. The air emanating from the newly revealed chamber is distinct, carrying a stronger, more pronounced scent of ozone, hinting at ancient crystalline technologies and dormant powers. You feel an exhilarating sense of gentle discovery, a quiet thrill of unveiling something truly profound. You affirm, "My intention creates reality. My focus reveals wonders." You glide effortlessly forward, drawn by an irresistible curiosity, entering the newly revealed chrono-crystal cavern. The air within this chamber is thick with a palpable energy, a profound sense of timelessness, as if moments from countless eons have converged and settled here. The walls of this cavern are not smooth, but composed of countless interlocking chronocrystals, each one a different hue, ranging from deep emerald to fiery amber, and each one gently pulsating with its own internal light, creating a breathtaking mosaic of living luminescence. These crystals seem to absorb and then gently release light in a slow, rhythmic dance, illuminating the cavern with a soft, shifting glow that invites profound wonder. The resonant hum, previously emanating from the passageway, now intensifies here, becoming a deep, pervasive chord that vibrates through the very ground beneath you, a comforting, grounding frequency. As you gaze deeper into the cavern, you notice the peculiar growth patterns of these chronocrystals. Unlike the fractals of the geode corals outside, these structures seem to grow in spirals that move both inwards and outwards simultaneously, creating an effect that visually distorts the perception of time, making it feel both infinitely vast and intimately immediate. There are no harsh edges here, only soft, flowing forms that invite your eyes to trace their elegant curves, to follow their impossible trajectories. You feel the conscious buoyancy within the chamber, maintaining your perfect balance, allowing you to float gently, effortlessly, amidst this wondrous display. The resonance rod in your hand pulses with a slightly more insistent light, as if in recognition of the chamber's unique energy, its cerulean glow deepening in response. You acknowledge this place is truly magical, a sanctuary of ancient time. As you gently drift further into the chronocrystal cavern, your gaze is drawn to a particularly large, centrally located chronocrystal, immense in size, radiating with an intense, stable golden light. This central crystal, unlike the others, appears to be faceted with impossible precision, its surfaces reflecting not just light, but faint, shimmering images that seem to flicker at the very edge of perception, like fragmented memories. You instinctively know that this is the heart of the cavern, the focal point for activating the dormant crystalline technology. The air around this central crystal feels subtly different, charged with a higher vibrational frequency, a gentle yet powerful hum that resonates directly within your chest, a comforting sensation of deep, primordial energy. With a clear intention, a gentle desire to witness the collective dream memories held within this place, you begin to orient yourself towards this central chronocrystal. Your body responds with exquisite grace, the conscious buoyancy guiding you with a fluid, balletic ease, allowing you to glide smoothly across the cavern, your movement perfectly synchronized with the gentle currents of the liquid crystal air. You feel the resonance rod in your hand vibrating with a more pronounced hum, its cerulean glow intensifying, as if eager to connect with this ancient source of knowledge. As you approach the central crystal, you can discern with increasing clarity the flickering images on its surface. They are faint, ghost-like, but undeniably present. Glimpses of ancient dreamers, fragments of fantastical landscapes, wisps of forgotten stories, all playing out in a continuous, silent loop, waiting for activation. You arrive gracefully before the massive, golden-hued chronocrystal, feeling the intense, stable energy radiating from its core. The surface is smooth, almost warm to the touch, yet impossibly hard, a testament to its ancient origins. With a deep, calm breath, you hold the resonance rod, focusing your intention with unwavering clarity and strength. You desire to activate the dormant crystalline technology, to witness the collective dream memories in a clear, immersive visual data stream. You envision the energy flowing from your mind through your hand into the rod, and then outward, connecting with the central crystal, forming an unbreakable circuit of intention and activation. Your will is gentle, yet incredibly potent, perfectly attuned to the delicate mechanics of this dream world. With this clear, focused intention held firmly, yet gently in your mind, you slowly, deliberately bring the tip of the resonance rod into contact with the polished surface of the central chronocrystal. The touch is feather-light, yet incredibly powerful. The moment of contact is met not with a sound, but with an instantaneous, overwhelming surge of light and vibration. The entire cavern is flooded with an incandescent golden light, emanating directly from the central crystal, a light so pure and intense that it seems to dissolve the very concept of shadow. The resonance rod in your hand pulses with an astonishing brilliance, its cerulean glow merging with the golden light, creating a shimmering aura of vibrant energy that envelops your entire being. Simultaneously, a profound harmonic chord resonates through the entire cavern, a deep, majestic hum that vibrates through every chronocrystal, causing them to pulse with an intensified, synchronized light. This sound is not just heard with your ears, but felt throughout your entire body, a resonant frequency that seems to awaken every cell, every fiber, with a gentle yet powerful energy. And then, from the surface of the central chronocrystal, a magnificent visual data stream begins to unfold. It emerges not as a flat image, but as a three-dimensional, holographic projection that swirls and expands into the air before you. A tapestry of collective dream memories, vibrant, detailed, and utterly immersive. The intensity of these projections is directly tied to the clarity and strength of your focused will. And now, with your pure intention, they manifest with astonishing vividness. The visual data stream before you begins as a gentle swirl of iridescent light, slowly coalescing into forms, shapes, and landscapes that seem to breathe and evolve. You see shimmering images of colossal, ancient beings, their forms made of swirling starlight and nebulae, drifting through cosmic oceans, their quiet thoughts forming nascent stars. the scene shifts, transforming with fluid grace into visions of other dreamers, their sleeping faces serene and luminous, their minds weaving intricate tapestries of shared experiences, flying effortlessly over vast, sun-drenched plains, dancing with ethereal spirits in bioluminescent forests, conversing with wise, ancient trees whose leaves whisper forgotten prophecies. Each image, each scene, is infused with emotional resonance, a feeling of deep joy, serene peace, or profound wisdom that radiates outwards from the projection and gently washes over you. You realize, with a sense of profound wonder, that you are not merely observing these memories, you are experiencing them, feeling the echoes of countless dreamers' emotions, touching the fabric of their imagination. You are completely safe, completely embraced by this unfolding beauty, knowing that this is a gift from the collective consciousness, a shared dream unfolding just for you. You softly acknowledge, I am connected. I am one with the vast river of dreams. As the holographic projections continue to unfold before you, weaving increasingly intricate narratives, you notice a particularly vibrant sequence forming. It depicts a deep, abyssal trench within the crystalline ocean, far beyond the whispering geode reefs, where the starlight from above barely penetrates. Yet, within this profound darkness, countless tiny, luminous creatures, like living jewels, flit and dance, their movements creating intricate patterns of light that illuminate colossal, unseen structures in the background. The sense of profound, quiet majesty emanating from this imagery is palpable, a feeling of ancient, untouched power. The air around you within the chrono-crystal cavern now seems to subtly shift, taking on a fainter, yet distinct, aroma of ozone and deep ocean salt, mingling with the existing moon petal fragrance, as if the projected memory is subtly influencing your immediate surroundings. You are utterly absorbed in this vision, allowing it to envelop your senses, to draw you deeper into its unspoken narrative. The resonance rod remains gently pressed against the central chronocrystal, maintaining the powerful, luminous connection, its cerulean glow steadfast and strong, a testament to your unwavering focus. The visual data stream now focuses on a single, magnificent structure within that abyssal trench. A colossal geode formation unlike any you've seen. Its surface not of rough coral, but of obsidian smooth, jet black crystal, perfectly absorbing all light, yet somehow radiating a profound inner luminescence that is not light itself, but a silent, resonant darkness that feels incredibly powerful and deeply alluring. This is a place of ultimate stillness, a sanctuary of profound peace, a space where all sounds are absorbed, all thoughts find their echo in pure, silent awareness. The images convey a sense of absolute tranquility, a profound inner calm that transcends all understanding. You feel an immense draw, a gentle pull towards this place, a quiet knowing that this is a location of profound significance within the mythos crystal depths, a place perhaps known as the archetypal tide sanctuary. The projections continue, now showing how to navigate the perilous, yet ultimately peaceful, journey to this obsidian sanctuary. They reveal ancient, glowing pathways that activate only for those whose intentions are pure, whose hearts resonate with the deep, silent wisdom of the crystal ocean. The images show how conscious buoyancy becomes even more crucial in these depths, requiring a profound, unwavering focus to resist the subtle, powerful currents that seek to divert the unwary. You see glimpses of other, smaller chronocrystal caverns along the way, each holding different fragments of memory, different keys to unlocking the path. The sense of a grand, personal quest, a journey of self-discovery, gently unfurls within your awareness, beckoning you forward. You understand that this is not merely a path to a physical location, but a journey into the deepest recesses of your own subconscious mind, a quest to unlock ancient wisdom within yourself. As the visual data stream from the central chronocrystal continues to flow, depicting the intricate and serene path to the obsidian sanctuary, the cavern around you shimmers with an intensified golden light, reflecting the profound insights being shared. You notice that the resonance rod in your hand now pulses with an even brighter cerulean glow, a harmonious response to the depths of dream memory it is helping you access. The soft, underlying hum of the chronocrystals seems to deepen, resonating with a comforting rhythm that permeates your entire being, a symphony of ancient knowledge unfolding around you. The visual stream then shifts, offering a closer look at some of the smaller, glowing pathways that lead to this abyssal sanctuary. These paths are not solid structures, but currents of pure, luminous energy that gently guide those who are attuned to their subtle vibration. They shimmer with an ethereal, silvery light, beckoning you forward. The projections show that along these luminous energy pathways, there are certain waypoints, smaller geode formations with surfaces that appear to be exquisitely smooth, almost polished, unlike the rough coral of the outer reefs. These waypoints are depicted as holding subtle reality checks within their very structure, requiring a keen eye and a focused mind to perceive them. The images show that if you were to look closely at these smooth surfaces, you would notice faint, shimmering text or symbols that appear and disappear with each gentle undulation of the crystal, shifting their meaning or their form if you were to glance away and look back. A clear signpost that you are within the fluid architecture of a dream. You feel a quiet surge of empowering confidence, knowing that you possess the tools and the awareness to navigate these subtle shifts in reality. These patches are presented not as obstacles, but as veils of profound introspection, representing layers of old beliefs or forgotten fears that sometimes obscure our truest path. The memories reveal that to pass through these deeper mists, one must not only focus on an inner truth, but also embrace a sense of playful surrender, allowing the mist to gently reshape perceptions around you, dissolving not through force, but through the gentle power of acceptance and unconditional positive regard for yourself. The image shows how the mist responds to a soft, internal smile, transforming into ephemeral, shimmering forms that guide rather than obscure. This gentle, nurturing approach is the key, a reminder that within this dream, growth comes from profound self-compassion. As these beautiful, empowering visions continue to unfold before you, painting a vivid picture of the journey ahead, a profound sense of peace settles even deeper within your core. The resonance rod, still gently pressed against the central chrono crystal, maintains the steady flow of these wondrous insights, its cerulean glow a constant beacon of knowledge. The cavern hums with a harmonious resonance, a symphony of ancient whispers and nascent dreams, preparing you gently for the next phase of your exploration. The air, rich with ozone and moon petals, feels alive with potential, a palpable invitation to venture deeper into the mythos crystal depths, to embrace the adventure of self-discovery. You feel a growing excitement, not a jarring, energetic excitement, but a deep, calm enthusiasm, a serene eagerness to gently continue this magnificent journey. You know with absolute certainty that you are fully empowered, fully capable, and utterly safe to explore every facet of this incredible dreamscape. The images of the obsidian sanctuary now fill your mind, a silent, powerful call to the stillness within, a promise of profound tranquility that awaits your gentle arrival. With this rich tapestry of knowledge now woven into your awareness, a soft, profound knowing arises within you, signaling that it is time to embark upon this magnificent journey. A gentle intention forms, crystallizing clearly in your mind, a serene desire to disengage the resonance rod from the central chronocrystal, initiating your graceful departure from this vibrant chamber of collective memory. This thought is not a command, but a tender whisper, a quiet understanding of the next natural step in your unfolding adventure. You feel the subtle shift of energy within your hand, a quiet readiness to release your connection, even as the rod continues to hum with its soft, empowering resonance. Slowly, deliberately, you begin to ease the tip of the resonance rod away from the polished surface of the immense, golden-hued chronocrystal. The movement is exquisite in its slowness, a balletic withdrawal, as if the rod itself is reluctant to break this profound energetic bond, yet gracefully complies with your gentle will. As the crystalline tip just begins to lift, you feel a delicate tremor, a subtle, almost magnetic resistance, an energetic echo of the deep connection you have formed. This sensation ripples up your arm, a pleasant, resonant tingling that speaks of the deep wisdom you have just absorbed, acknowledging the profound exchange that has occurred. Visually, as the rod lifts, the incandescent golden light emanating from the central chronocrystal, which had previously flooded the entire cavern, now begins a slow, deliberate retraction, as if the light itself is drawing a quiet, deep breath, concentrating its brilliance back into the heart of the crystal. The overwhelming surge of light gently recedes, allowing the individual pulses of the surrounding chronocrystals to become more distinct once more, their emerald, amber, and violet hues shimmering with renewed vibrancy against the now softer, ambient glow. The shimmering aura of vibrant energy that enveloped your entire being also begins to subtly dissipate, like a beautiful, luminous mist, gracefully dissolving into the surrounding air, leaving behind a pervasive sense of lingering warmth and peace. The deep, majestic harmonic chord that had permeated the entire cavern also begins its slow, unhurried fade, a grand symphony gradually resolving into a gentle, underlying hum. This sound does not cease abruptly, but rather its intensity gradually lessens, becoming softer, more diffused, yet still present, a comforting, resonant vibration that continues to permeate the very ground beneath you and echo softly within your chest. You might internally acknowledge this transition, a soft thought forming. The connection deepens, even in letting go. A feeling of gratitude arises, a quiet appreciation for the profound insights and the empowering knowledge that has been shared. This gentle release is not a severance, but a transformation, a carrying forward of newfound wisdom. With the resonance rod now completely disengaged and held lightly in your hand, its cerulean glow a steady, unwavering beacon, you begin to turn your attention away from the central chronocrystal. The movement is graceful, unhurried, a gentle pivot of your entire being, maintaining the exquisite balance afforded by your conscious buoyancy. As your perspective shifts, the intricate, spiraling growth patterns of the chronocrystals on the cavern walls once again draw your gaze, their visual distortion of time seeming to subtly intensify for a moment, making the cavern feel both infinitely ancient and intimately immediate, a silent testament to the timeless nature of this dream space. You feel the subtle resistance of the liquid crystal air as you turn, a gentle, energetic current that seems to acknowledge your shift in direction, subtly guiding your rotation. The ambient light continues its slow dance, reflecting off the myriad facets of the chronocrystals, painting the cavern walls with shifting hues of emerald, amber, and deep violet. The air remains thick with the palpable energy of timelessness, and the peculiar scent of ozone and deep ocean salt, mingling with the sweet moon petals, continues to fill your senses, grounding you in this extraordinary moment. You might internally reflect. Each turn reveals a new perspective. Each breath deepens my awareness. A quiet sense of anticipation begins to build, not with urgency, but with a serene eagerness for the next phase of discovery. Now, with your back gently turned to the central chronocrystal, you begin to glide effortlessly towards the shimmering passageway that leads out of the chronocrystal cavern. Your intention is clear: to follow the path revealed in the dream memories, to venture deeper into the mythos crystal depths. Your body responds with exquisite grace, the conscious buoyancy maintaining your perfect balance, guiding you forward with a fluid, balletic ease. You feel the subtle, supportive current of the liquid crystal air brushing against your skin, a delicate, energetic caress that ensures your movement is entirely effortless, a pure act of surrender and trust in the dreamscape's gentle guidance. As you glide towards the opening, the intense, pulsating golden light of the central chronocrystal behind you slowly begins to diminish in your peripheral vision, becoming a soft, stable glow that acts as a gentle anchor, a reminder of the wisdom you've gained. The walls of the cavern, composed of countless interlocking chronocrystals, seem to shimmer with a farewell light, their internal pulses bidding you a silent, serene departure. The resonant hum of the cavern gradually begins to blend with the deeper, more continuous hum of the passageway ahead, a seamless transition of sound that soothes your ears and vibrates gently through your chest. You might acknowledge the path unfolds naturally, guided by an unseen grace. A feeling of being completely supported and entirely safe deepens within you. As you approach the entrance to the shimmering passageway, the air emanating from it carries that subtly different, more concentrated scent of ancient minerals. A richer, more earthy aroma that now mingles with the lingering sweetness of the moon petals and the faint ozone, creating a complex, yet comforting olfactory tapestry. The light at the threshold of the passageway, previously spilling outward into the cavern, now seems to subtly intensify as you draw near, inviting you into its iridescent embrace. The resonance rod in your hand maintains its steady cerulean glow, its light illuminating the intricate facets of the crystal walls as you prepare to pass through. You enter the shimmering passageway, allowing your body to be cradled by the heightened conscious buoyancy within its confines. The movement is fluid, reverent, as if the path itself is anticipating your every gentle intention. The intricately faceted crystal walls close gently around you, each one catching and refracting the ambient light, creating a dazzling display of ephemeral rainbows that dance and flicker with your every gentle movement. These fleeting rainbows cascade across your vision, painting the passageway with transient arcs of violet, gold, emerald, and sapphire, a living kaleidoscope that delights your senses. The feeling of the gentle current of liquid crystal brushing against your skin intensifies slightly here, a continuous, ethereal caress that is neither wet nor cold, but purely energetic and profoundly soothing. You trace the thread-like veins of pure, luminous gold embedded within the amethyst-hued crystal walls, noticing how they continue to pulse with a slow, gentle light, mirroring the soft beat of your own heart. The complex, spiraling glyphs traced by these golden veins subtly shift and reconfigure as you glide by, hinting at deep, forgotten meanings, still just beyond the grasp of immediate understanding, yet profoundly felt as ancient wisdom flowing through the very structure of the passage. The ambient sound here is a deeper, more continuous hum, a pervasive vibration that seems to emanate from the very crystal structure of the passage itself, a comforting, resonant chord that speaks of profound stability and ancient energy. This hum vibrates through your entire being, a gentle affirmation of your deepening connection to this sacred realm. The light now deepens to a rich, velvety indigo, a color that calms the mind and invites deep introspection, yet remains brilliantly clear, illuminating every detail with stunning precision. You might glance at your hands again, observing how the golden veins on the crystal walls seem to briefly reflect onto your skin, creating ephemeral patterns of light that ripple and dance across your fingers. A playful illusion that continues to delight your senses and confirms the dreamlike malleability of this world. You might internally acknowledge, this passage holds ancient secrets, and I am part of its unfolding. This visual confirmation serves as another gentle reality check, reminding you that you are now the architect of your own experience, fully integrated into the magic. As you glide gracefully through the shimmering passageway, the indigo light gently softens, gradually transitioning back to the iridescent patterns of violet and gold that initially greeted you. The hum of the passageway also begins a gentle, unhurried fade, blending seamlessly once more with the vast, open hum of the crystalline ocean beyond. You feel a subtle expansion in the air currents around you, a widening of the liquid crystal embrace, indicating you're nearing exit from the confines of the passage. The scents, while still present, subtly diffuse, the concentrated mineral aroma gradually giving way to a lighter blend of starlight, deep ocean minerals, and moon petals, a return to the open, expansive atmosphere. Finally, with a gentle, graceful transition, you emerge from the shimmering passageway, finding yourself once more suspended just above the surface of the vast, open expanse of crystalline ocean. The immediate sensation is one of profound freedom, an expansive openness after the contained beauty of the passageway. Your eyes drink in the magnificent vista before you, stretching out into an infinite, starlit distance. The crystalline ocean pulses with its immense, slow rhythm, its surface gently rising and falling, causing the myriad reflected stars to undulate and shimmer, creating mesmerizing patterns of light that dance across your field of vision. Below the impossibly clear liquid, you can once again discern the ancient, massive geode formations, like colossal, sleeping giants, rising from the profound depths, their surfaces a riot of impossible geometric growth patterns, slowly expanding and contracting. You feel the conscious buoyancy holding you perfectly, exquisitely balanced, just above the liquid crystal surface, exactly as before, with no effort involved. The resonance rod in your hand maintains its steady cerulean glow, its light now blending with the starlit reflections on the crystalline ocean, a silent sentinel of your ongoing journey. You might take a slow, deep, internal breath, a quiet acknowledgement of the transition, and internally affirm, I am back in the open, ready for the next step of my quest. A sense of profound peace and calm determination washes over you, solidifying your presence in this extraordinary dreamscape. Your gaze now drifts across the vast crystalline ocean, recalling the visual data stream from the chronocrystal cavern, the mental map of the journey to the archetypal tide sanctuary. Your intention forms gently to locate and begin to follow one of the ancient, glowing pathways, those currents of pure, luminous energy that guide those whose intentions are pure. You scan the shimmering surface and the depths below, allowing your inner vision to discern the subtle signs, the ethereal, silvery light that marks these sacred paths. The air around you within this open chamber continues to carry that fresh, clean scent, like pure elemental starlight, mingled with the faintest whisper of deep ocean minerals and the comforting moon petals, an aroma that feels both ancient and utterly new, invigorating and profoundly peaceful. As you focus your intention, allowing your inner knowing to guide your gaze, you begin to discern a faint, shimmering ribbon of silvery light, subtly pulsing, emerging from the depths in the distance, stretching across the crystalline ocean in the direction of the abyssal trench. It is one of the luminous energy pathways, just as revealed in the projections. This ribbon is not a solid structure, but a dynamic, undulating current of pure light, flowing with a gentle, undeniable purpose. It beckons to you, a silent invitation to embark upon the next phase of your extraordinary adventure. With a gentle, unwavering intention, you orient your body towards this shimmering pathway. Your conscious buoyancy responds immediately, subtly shifting your balance, aligning you perfectly with the energetic current. You begin to glide effortlessly and gracefully over the surface of the crystalline ocean, the resonance rod held lightly in your hand, its cerulean glow merging harmoniously with the silvery light of the path ahead. The movement feels profoundly natural, entirely unburdened, a liquid fluidity that is both serene and powerful. As you glide, you feel the faint, gentle current of the liquid crystal air guiding you, almost lifting you, ensuring your descent into the deeper parts of the ocean is entirely effortless, a pure act of surrender and trust. The rhythmic, slow breath of the crystalline ocean continues around you, causing the reflected starlight to undulate and shimmer, painting your path with dancing jewels of light. The soft, resonant sound, like the distant, harmonious chiming of colossal crystal bells, seems to grow subtly clearer, a richer, more complex symphony of resonant tones, drawing you deeper into the heart of this mythical realm, resonating with the subtle hum of the luminous pathway. You acknowledge, this path is chosen, this journey is blessed. A deep sense of peaceful purpose fills your being. The shimmering, silvery, luminous energy pathway beneath you gains clarity and intensity as you glide along its length. It feels less like a surface and more like a gentle, supportive current, carrying you forward with exquisite ease. You observe how your conscious buoyancy adapts perfectly, holding you just above the path, allowing you to move effortlessly without any sense of resistance. The air around you, subtle and invigorating, maintains its blend of starlight, deep ocean minerals, and moon petals, a sensory backdrop to your serene progress. As you continue your graceful glide, following the luminous energy pathway, your gaze drifts ahead, scanning the subtle shifts in the crystalline landscape. You recall the vivid images from the chronocrystal projections, the knowledge of waypoints along these paths, smaller geode formations with exquisitely smooth, almost polished surfaces, structures designed to offer subtle reality checks. Your intention solidifies to remain observant, to engage with these unique markers as part of your journey of awareness. In the distance, just ahead, you begin to discern a particular formation rising from the depths, slightly smaller than the massive sleeping giants and distinct in its appearance. Its surface, unlike the rough coral of the outer reefs, appears perfectly smooth, almost polished, catching and reflecting the ethereal silvery light of the energy pathway with a unique, subtle sheen. This is it, you intuitively know, a waypoint. You feel a quiet surge of empowering confidence, knowing that you possess the tools and the awareness to navigate these subtle shifts in reality, to perceive the magic hidden within the dream's architecture. With a gentle intention, you begin to subtly adjust your trajectory, allowing the conscious buoyancy to guide you with perfect precision towards this smooth-surfaced geode waypoint. Your glide becomes even more delicate, more focused, as you prepare to approach this unique crystalline structure. The resonance rod in your hand pulses faintly, as if acknowledging the upcoming interaction. Its cerulean glow, a steady, reassuring presence. The surrounding starlight, reflected on the crystal ocean, continues its shimmering dance, illuminating the approach, highlighting the subtle, polished contours of the geode. As you draw nearer to the waypoint geode, the soft, bell-like chimes from the depths seem to grow subtly clearer, a richer, more complex symphony of resonant tones, drawing you deeper into the heart of this mythical realm. A gentle overture to the impending reality check. The luminous energy pathway gently widens slightly as it passes by the geode, as if creating a natural berth for observation, allowing you to pause without disrupting the flow of the current. You feel a sense of profound calm as you prepare to engage with this unique feature of the dreamscape. You come to a serene halt just before the polished surface of the waypoint geode, your conscious buoyancy holding you perfectly still, exquisitely balanced, just a breath away from the crystal. Your intention is clear: to observe the subtle reality checks, the shimmering text or symbols as depicted in the chronocrystal memories. You take a slow, gentle, effortless breath, allowing your awareness to sharpen, to attune itself to the delicate nuances of this dream reality. The resonance rod rests lightly in your hand, a silent extension of your focused will. Slowly, deliberately, with a gentle, curious intention, you extend your hand towards the exquisitely smooth, polished surface of the geode coral. Your mind prepares for the sensation, imagining the texture, the feel of this ancient, living crystal. Your fingertips approach the shimmering surface, a delicate dance between your will and the dream's intricate reality, a moment of anticipation. As your fingers make the first soft contact with the polished surface of the geode coral, you feel an immediate, profound smoothness, a cool, almost liquid sensation beneath your touch. It feels utterly seamless, devoid of any roughness, yet imbued with a subtle inner warmth, a living energy that transfers directly to your touch, radiating gently into your hand. There is no sound of brittle snaps or crackles here, only a quiet, resonant hum that seems to emanate from the crystal, a deeply soothing vibration that echoes the profound stillness of the depths. As your gaze focuses on the point of contact and then sweeps across the exquisitely smooth surface, you begin to perceive the subtle reality check. Faint, shimmering text or intricate symbols, almost imperceptible at first, begin to appear and disappear with each gentle undulation of the crystal ocean's breath. They are not static, but fluid, ephemeral, coalescing into discernible forms for a fleeting moment, then subtly dissolving back into the crystal, only to reform in a slightly different configuration, a new symbol, or a subtly altered phrase. You might trace one of these shimmering glyphs with your fingertip, and as you do, you observe how its form seems to ripple and shift, almost playfully evading your full comprehension. Then you deliberately glance away, just for a moment, to the vast, starlit ocean, and then, gently return your gaze to the same spot on the geode. Immediately, you notice the transformation. The previous symbol has vanished, replaced by a new, equally ephemeral pattern, perhaps a swirling vortex of light or an ancient, unreadable script. This is the undeniable, beautiful magic of the dreamscape, a clear, powerful confirmation that you are truly within the fluid architecture of a dream, fully awake and aware within its boundless possibilities. You might internally affirm, I am aware, I am perceptive, I am fully present within this dream. A quiet surge of playful delight, mingled with profound understanding, washes over you. You linger for a few more unhurried moments, interacting with the waypoint, allowing your senses to drink in the impossible beauty of the shifting glyphs, solidifying your connection to this lucid state. Each appearance and disappearance, each subtle transformation of the symbols deepens your sense of wonder and reinforces your mastery over this dream reality. You trace a final, shimmering pattern, feeling the cool, smooth surface under your fingertips, the gentle hum resonating through your being, a silent symphony of awareness. Then, with a gentle intention, you slowly withdraw your hand from the geode's surface. The delicate connection is severed with exquisite grace, leaving behind a lingering warmth in your fingertips, a subtle energetic echo of the interaction. You pivot your body with the assistance of your conscious buoyancy back towards the luminous energy pathway, preparing to continue your journey. The waypoint geode now seems to subtly recede behind you, its polished surface glowing softly, a silent guardian of this particular segment of your path. As you resume your graceful glide along the shimmering, silvery, luminous energy pathway, you recall the next part of the chronocrystal projections. The patches of swirling, bioluminescent mist, imbued with a richer, deeper hue of indigo and violet, representing layers of old beliefs or forgotten fears. You understand that these are not obstacles to be fought, but veils of profound introspection to be navigated with playful surrender and self-compassion. In the distance, just ahead, you begin to discern these ethereal patches forming, their indigo and violet hues subtly pulsing within the deeper crystalline ocean. They are not dense or heavy, but light, almost playful. Yet they undeniably represent those subtle layers of inner resistance that can sometimes obscure our truest path. You feel a gentle, quiet readiness within you, a serene acceptance of this next phase of your journey, knowing that growth here comes from profound self-compassion. The air around you subtly shifts once more, taking on that fainter, yet distinct aroma of ozone and deep ocean salt, mingling with the existing moon petal fragrance, a subtle sensory cue that you are indeed venturing deeper. With a gentle, unwavering intention, you continue to glide effortlessly towards these swirling, bioluminescent mists. Your conscious buoyancy maintains your perfect balance, guiding you with fluid precision. The resonance rod in your hand maintains its steady cerulean glow, its light now reflecting off the delicate tendrils of indigo and violet mist as you approach, a steady beacon in the deepening hues of the ocean. The soft, bell-like chimes from the depths seem to become even more resonant, their mystical sound enveloping you, preparing you for this encounter with the inner landscape of your dream. You acknowledge, these mists hold reflections of my inner world, and I approach with gentle acceptance. You gently pause your graceful gliding, coming to a serene halt just before the edge of this luminous, swirling mist. Your body remains perfectly balanced, exquisitely buoyant, sustained by your calm intention. You take a slow, gentle, effortless breath, noticing the air around you, still carrying the faint metallic scent and the sweet essence of moon petals, a comforting blend that grounds you in this extraordinary moment. As you gaze into the swirling, bioluminescent mist, observing its intricate dance of light and shadow, you consciously choose an inner truth to focus upon, not with forceful effort, but with a quiet, unwavering certainty. This truth might be the profound sense of peace you now embody, or your innate capacity for self-acceptance, or simply the unconditional love you hold for your own being. You hold this intention gently, allowing a soft, internal smile to form within your being, a gentle ripple of self-compassion that radiates outwards from your core. This smile is not an external expression, but an inner warmth, a profound acceptance of all that you are, all that you have been, and all that you are becoming. You recall the images from the chrono crystal, the wisdom that this gentle, nurturing approach is the key, transforming not through force, but through the gentle power of acceptance and unconditional positive regard for yourself. As your soft, internal smile blossoms and your focus sharpens, not on the mist itself, but on the unwavering truth and self-compassion within you, you observe, with soft wonder, the immediate and profound response of the dreamscape. The swirling indigo and violet bioluminescent mist, which had seemed to gently obscure your path, now begins to respond to your inner clarity and self-acceptance. With exquisite slowness, it starts to thin, to unravel its luminous threads, parting softly around you, as if bowing to your serene intention. You feel a delicate coolness as the mist brushes against your skin, a fleeting caress that quickly dissipates, leaving behind an even clearer, more luminous path forward. It feels as if the dream itself is acknowledging your mastery, responding to your inner state with perfect harmony. The mist does not dissipate violently, but rather with an elegant, almost sentient grace. It transforms into ephemeral, shimmering forms of light, like benevolent, guiding spirits that gracefully swirl and dance, leading you gently onwards. The previous feeling of a slight obstruction has completely vanished, replaced by an open, inviting expanse, imbued with a heightened sense of tranquility and clarity. You might internally affirm, "My self-compassion illuminates my path, dissolving all resistance." A deep sense of liberation and profound peace fills your being. As the deeper mists gently open and transform before you, revealing the luminous path ahead, you feel a renewed sense of gentle momentum. Your body glides effortlessly forward, following the shimmering energy pathway, drawn deeper into the mythos crystal depths. The conscious buoyancy holds you perfectly, ensuring your movement is entirely fluid and unburdened, a graceful descent into ever-profound tranquility. The surrounding crystalline ocean here takes on a deeper, more profound darkness, a velvety indigo that feels both vast and incredibly intimate. Yet, this darkness is not empty. It is teeming with life. Countless tiny, luminous creatures, like living jewels, flit and dance in the liquid crystal around you, their movements creating intricate patterns of light that illuminate colossal, unseen structures in the background, hinting at the immense scale of this hidden realm. Each bioluminescent creature leaves a fleeting, sparkling trail, like miniature comets, adding to the ethereal beauty of your surroundings. The air around you, within these deepening depths, now seems to subtly shift once more, taking on a fainter, yet distinct, aroma of ozone and deep ocean salt, mingling with the persistent moon petal fragrance. This scent now feels more ancient, more primordial, speaking of untold eons and the profound stillness of untouched power. The distant bell-like chimes, which had guided you earlier, now soften further, becoming an almost imperceptible, harmonious whisper, an omnipresent resonance that permeates the liquid crystal itself, vibrating through your entire being, a silent symphony of profound peace. You feel a profound, quiet majesty emanating from this environment, a feeling of ancient, untouched power that settles deep within your core. The resonance rod in your hand pulses with a soft, steady cerulean glow, its light a steadfast companion in this luminous darkness, illuminating the subtle currents and the dancing forms of the living jewels. You acknowledge this is a place of ancient power, a sanctuary of profound peace. A quiet sense of awe and reverence fills your being, deepening your immersion in this extraordinary dreamscape. As you glide deeper, your gaze is drawn to a magnificent structure slowly emerging from the profound darkness ahead, its outline becoming clearer with each gentle forward movement. It is the colossal geode formation you saw in the chronocrystal projections, a structure unlike any other, its surface not of rough coral, but of obsidian-smooth, jet-black crystal. This geode seems to absorb all light, yet somehow radiates a profound inner luminescence that is not light itself, but a silent, resonant darkness that feels incredibly powerful and deeply alluring. This is the archetypal tide sanctuary, the place of ultimate stillness, a sanctuary of profound peace, a space where all sounds are absorbed, all thoughts find their echo in pure, silent awareness. The images from the chronocrystal cavern conveyed a sense of absolute tranquility here, a profound inner calm that transcends all understanding. You feel an immense draw, a gentle pull towards this place, a quiet knowing that this is a location of profound significance within the mythos crystal depths. Your conscious buoyancy subtly adjusts, guiding you with exquisite precision towards this obsidian sanctuary. Your glide becomes even more delicate, more reverent, as you approach this culmination of your journey. The shimmering, luminous energy pathway, which has guided you faithfully, now seems to gently dissolve into the liquid crystal ocean just before the sanctuary, as if its purpose has been fulfilled, leaving you to arrive in perfect, unassisted grace. You come to a serene, effortless halt, just a breath away from the colossal, obsidian-smooth surface of the archetypal tide sanctuary. Your body remains perfectly balanced, exquisitely buoyant, sustained by your calm intention. The atmosphere here is one of profound quiet, a majestic stillness that absorbs all sound, creating a space of absolute peace. The faint, omnipresent hum of the crystalline ocean seems to gently fade even further, becoming an almost imperceptible background vibration, allowing for an even deeper quiet to settle around you. The surface of the obsidian geode, jet black and impossibly smooth, seems to draw in all ambient light, creating a deep, velvety expanse before you. Yet, from within this profound darkness, there emanates a subtle, resonant darkness that is paradoxically luminous, a silent, powerful energy that speaks of ultimate stillness and profound peace. It is not cold, but rather imbued with an ancient, comforting warmth, a palpable sense of absolute tranquility that envelops your entire being. The air around the sanctuary carries a distinct, powerful aroma of pure ozone, mingled with the deepest essence of ocean minerals, completely devoid of the moon petal fragrance now. This scent is invigorating, clarifying, speaking of primal energies and the profound, cleansing silence of the deep. The resonance rod in your hand emits a soft, stable cerulean glow, its light absorbed almost instantly by the obsidian surface. Yet its gentle hum continues to resonate through your hand, a quiet affirmation of its presence and power. You gaze upon the obsidian sanctuary, feeling an immense sense of awe and profound arrival. This is the heart of the mythos crystal depths, the culmination of your journey, a place for deep introspection and absolute release. The stillness here is not an absence, but a profound presence, an enveloping calm that resonates with the deepest parts of your own being. You acknowledge, I have arrived at the heart of stillness, a sanctuary of absolute peace. A feeling of complete and utter tranquility, a profound inner calm washes over you, settling deep within your core. As you gently float before the obsidian sanctuary, its smooth, dark surface absorbing all light, you sense an invitation to surrender even further, to release all remaining vestiges of thought, all effort, all intention, and simply be. The profound stillness emanating from the sanctuary acts like a gentle magnet, drawing you into a state of absolute quietude. Your conscious buoyancy, which has guided you so faithfully, now seems to subtly lessen its active guidance, inviting you to simply drift, to float in perfect, unassisted suspension within this sacred space. You allow your focused awareness to soften, to expand, encompassing this entire breathtaking chamber of stillness. The colossal obsidian surface before you seems to stretch into an infinite void, yet it is not daunting. Instead, it feels like a vast, dark mirror, reflecting the deepest peace within your own being. The faint, resonant darkness emanating from its core gently permeates your entire body, settling into every cell, every fiber, dissolving any subtle, unseen tensions that might have lingered, even after your profound relaxation. The air around you, infused with the pure ozone and deep ocean minerals, now feels incredibly light, almost ethereal, as if you are breathing pure stillness. The resonance rod in your hand becomes even lighter, its cerulean glow softening, dimming almost imperceptibly, as if it, too, is entering a state of profound rest, its purpose for the moment having been gently fulfilled. Its gentle hum fades to a barely audible whisper, a silent lullaby of deep peace. You become aware of the quiet rhythm of your own breath, now incredibly slow, incredibly deep, almost imperceptible. Each inhale feels like drawing in pure, liquid stillness, filling your lungs expanding gently into your chest. And with each exhale, you release effortlessly, completely, allowing any remaining trace of thought, any whisper of sensation, to simply dissolve into the vast, quiet space around you, becoming one with the profound peace of the archetypal tide sanctuary. Your entire body now feels exquisitely light, wonderfully expansive, yet paradoxically, utterly still and deeply grounded in this ocean of calm. You are floating in a boundless sea of pure, silent awareness, cradled by the profound tranquility of the obsidian sanctuary. There is no past, no future, only this eternal, peaceful present moment. You are utterly safe, completely at ease, perfectly at peace. Allow yourself to simply drift now, in this state of absolute stillness, enveloped by the luminous darkness and profound quiet of the archetypal tide sanctuary. Your consciousness, lucid and aware, gently expands, becoming one with the infinite peace of this dreamscape. You are free. You are still. You are completely and utterly at peace. Thank you for listening to this story. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below.